Good afternoon and welcome to the League of Lads Season 16. This is going to be game number one of Pretenders versus Team Pooz. I'm excited to see it. You know, we're starting exactly at 9 o'clock. That was the scheduled time. And I'll tell you what, don't look at the clocks though, because you're going to miss out on a great draft right here. First ban is going to be coming out from Team Pooz. They're going to go on the dire side, getting that first pick. So we're going to see three bans right here. They're going to go into the reserve time a little bit, thinking about what they want to play. Not like they didn't have 20 minutes to think about this before the draft. They go for a Rubik first, not really surprised. Pretenders on the other side are going to go for that Earth Spirit and the Doom. Doom is very well played, very strong hero right now. Earth Spirit depends on who you put it on. You put it on somebody like me, you're going to want to ban it every game. You put it on somebody like, I don't know, anybody on the other side, but you know what? It might not be too worrisome. They're going to go for the Vengeful Spirit and the Sand King. Sand King's a great hero right now. You know, you go mid, you go off lane, really dominates the game, even after all the nerfs it's got. They're going to go for a Primal Beast pick as well. Very good in the mid lane. We see it a lot played by Samson in AD2L or RD2L. So he plays it very well if you like to watch that. We might see something else here. In the other side, Team Pooz going for their last ban into the first pick. They banned two supports. I guess the Venge could swap out to be a support or a core, but we'll see what happens here. What you thinking about? I assume they're going to ban another core, maybe. We've seen a lot of Undying picked recently. I don't think it's going to get picked first. We've seen some Tinker. They go for the Nature's Prophet. Shadow Demon is actually a good first pick as well. We've seen a lot of that too. I've been playing against it a lot, and it's very strong right now. I've played it a couple of games today. It felt very good. I got to just get used to it, so we'll see. I get to see it on the big stage tonight, learn something, be able to play bigger and better, you know what I mean? Listen up, I'm trying to get from that Divine 1-2 Immortal before in the next Lads season, so I can sign up and kick some ass, you know what I mean? You're going to see me in there. You're going to be a little bit worried. I'm going to be casting the game while playing, all right? You don't even know what's going to be going on right now, but let's go. First pick from Pretenders right here. They're thinking about it. Let's see what they got on the list. They're probably going to pick up a support. They might even pick up like a Carry Lena. We see that picked up a lot, just first pick. They go for a Winter Wyvern. Could be an offlaner, could be a support. Nice little flex there. You don't really know what they're thinking about. They're going to go for some bans here. Team Pooz, what you thinking about? Probably all... with the Wyvern, you're probably going to pick some mid laners. I would assume. You probably either mid laners, off laners, either cores. I don't think you really care about safe laners right now. They're probably... you might go safe laners because they'll last pick their mid. I'd probably ban this... Oh, they go for an Earthshaker. Really? Oh, that might be a mid Earthshaker. They go for an Axe, so this is probably an off lane. They think this is a support Wyvern, which is interesting. I want to say Pretenders played an off lane Winter Wyvern last time I casted. I'm not really sure, though. Pretenders right here, they're going to go for the Lena. I'm not surprised. We did talk about how well it was doing. It is getting that first pick choice as well, so let's see what we got. Pretenders right here, going to go for a second pick. And they got a little bit of time. They do have a minute and 50 seconds of reserve time to think about what they want to play. You know what I mean?
5 seconds remain.
Gotta stay hydrated, boys. You know what I mean? Draft's just started, but you know what? Get your big jug of water and just take a little sip. You know what I mean? It's like sipping that syrup. You know? Don't do drugs. Dare to say no to drugs, okay? Because if you're on drugs, you can't be playing high-level Dota. Let me tell you what, I don't do drugs and I can't play high-level Dota anyways, but if I was on drugs, I couldn't do it. Pretenders right here, you know, they're taking their time thinking about what they want to pick for this second choice. They've had a little bit of time, and honestly, using that reserve time is pretty good. They go for a Tiny, it could be a support, might be a mid, most likely a mid pick right here. Which probably makes the Wyvern a support. But anyways, like I was saying, that reserve time, you want to pick up, you got 2 minutes of it. You want to really space it out, you know? You want to space it out, use it well, okay? You don't want to use it all at once or save it to the end, you know? It's a good choice. Team Pooz right here, going to go for the Omni Knight, Dragon Knight. Very strong meta picks right here. Omni Knight is very good. I do say all the time that my Omni Knight problem is farming. You want your supports to be able to get stuff, right? Get items with the little bit of gold they can find on the map. And Omni Knight has a real problem with this. So we're going to watch the Omni Knight a little bit because I'm worried he's going to be poor. The Shadow Demon, however, can make money like that, okay? Stacking, get those double stacks, can get help get super early kills, can just rotate with people. I mean, it's fantastic. So I'm not worried about the Shadow Demon. Omni Knight, though, is not going to be able to double stack. He's really more of a save than a killer. So you got to be worried about that. Dragon Knight, though, great offlaner, is played a lot carry right now. It can be either or. Probably goes to Fire Dragon if they do carry. Pick up a Medusa. Ooh, okay. So they're thinking this is a carry Dragon Knight with the Medusa pick. With that, I think this is probably a support Tiny and a support Winter Wyvern. Yeah, there we go. It's a Night Stalker offlane. I'm not surprised because they need something to set pace, right? They need to be able to make space for the Medusa, and that's what they're doing with that Night Stalker, with that Tiny, with that Winter Wyvern. They can group up as 3. They can try to get kills, beat people down. Night Stalker does a lot of damage. Tiny does a decent amount of damage. Winter Wyvern has the heals to keep people going, so it's pretty good. Team Boost, they got to think about something right here. They need an offlaner that can kind of match that pace, match that setting. The Dragon Knight might be their offlaner here, can fight with his dragon up, and, can do well against the Night Stalker, is pretty tanky against the Tiny and the Winter Wyvern. Either that or they need a mid. They're picking their mid right now. They might pick an AM. I think it's a little... They're baiting the AM pick with the Medusa. You don't want to AM against the Night Stalker because of the silence. And I don't think he does well against a Winter Wyvern or Tiny. So, and Medusa has the root now. So it'd be kind of it'd be a rough AM pick. They might want to pick up somebody that goes Diffusal, but I think it's really not worth it. Because there's no good Diffusal heroes right now. Like, the only one that's really great is PL. You can pick it up on, like, Wind or Weaver, but it's kind of griefy. You'd rather get something else. And the thing with Weaver is he falls to the same problems as the Night Stalker. This is going to be carry Dragon Knight. He might go Orchid instead of Armlet this game so he can help fight. And they can just kind of group up as 4. I see that happening. Like, maybe Orchid, BKB, Manta. Something like that on the Dragon Knight rather than the Armlet, Sanj, and Yasha, because I don't think you get more than Medusa. I don't really know. Both teams are looking for a mid right now. What do you want? Pretenders wants something that's going to set the pace, but able to scale to the late game. So maybe one of the spirits. They go for Magnus, really. That's interesting. I wouldn't have thought of that. Pooz on the other side is going to want something that's early, can get shit done. Primal would have been good. Queen of Pain is pretty alright. I think it does terrible against Medusa, but I think you're just going to have to deal with that and just hope you don't go late. It doesn't do well against the Night Stalker. Same problem with the AM or the Weaver because of the AoE silence. You're going to want to pick up something... all your early fighting mids like Void Spirit, Storm Spirit, Ember Spirit kind of fall into the same problem with the Night Stalker. You want something that's going to be able to fight him, which is going to fight him here. What do I see? I don't know. Sniper? I don't know if Sniper would have been great. Maybe they just want a high ground against it. He could pick up Diffusal. The Disperser Sniper is actually not bad. Let's go on the other side. Pretenders, they want something that's going to jump in. I feel like they want the same heroes, except they want something tanky for the Medusa, especially early on. Magnus was good. Primal would be good. Earthshaker would be alright. Wind. Wind is not bad because she has the evasion, which is like fake health. I don't know what they call it. I can't remember what they call it, but it's like fake health with the evasion. It's not efficient health. I don't know. Anyways, let's see what they got.
10 seconds to
Um,
pick.
who's another tanky? Huskar? Are they going to pick Huskar on Team
5
Pooz?
seconds remain.
Or is this a mid DK and they're going to pick up a safe laner? They pick up Pango. Not a bad choice, actually. Good, tanky. Team Booze.
Team are now picking.
They go for an Invoker. Not bad. It's not tanky, but it does have the team fight which they're looking for. Pretenders right here. I think last time Pretenders played a mid Beast Invoker. I think they did. I think they played Invoker both games, so this might have been a pick ban for Team Pooz as well to stop them from picking the Invoker. They got 30 seconds now. This is why this is why I think the reserve time is pretty good. You gotta space that reserve time out a little bit. You know, you got 30 seconds. Pudge. Actually, it kind of fits whatever they need, right? It has the team fight, has the tank they need to start, can build to the late game, just kind of stands up. I think it is a mid Pudge. I think Beast plays their mid. I think Guam is the support. I think Guam is the 5. I can't remember. It's been like 3 weeks. Yeah, there we go. And position 1 Medusa. Let's fucking get into it here. How do I feel about this? How do I feel about this? I feel like if the game goes late, obviously I think Medusa wins as long as the Pudge does well. On the other side, if they shut down the Medusa and the Night Stalker doesn't pop off, it's an easy Pooz game. So we're going to see at like 35 minutes, I think, is when Pooz needs to kind of cut off and just end the game. If not, if Pretenders has had an okay game, it's going to be a run in the park. You know what I mean? Like a dog chasing a car, you know? I don't know how that fits into this analogy, but there you go. All right, you got it in your pocket. Just like a little phone, you know what I mean? You know, it's in my pockets, not wearing pockets right now. Let's get into it, baby. All right? Standing in my bedroom in my underwear, you know? I'm here for you guys. Might hear that helicopter above us, you know what I mean? And you know what they say? They're gonna go drop some warheads on foreheads, baby. You know, that's what fucking freedom sounds like. So there you go. You know what real freedom sounds like? It sounds like car alarms going off because the jets are taking off too low or flying too low, and they shake the whole building, and then car alarms go off outside because they're getting shook too hard. That's what, you know, that's something crazy to wake up to on like a fucking Tuesday morning, you know? Anyways, let's get into this. 23. God, play something else. There's 106 heroes or something. You know, you got to play Invoker that much? All right, let's get into it. I'm just kidding. Let's get into it right here. I did change the mini-map dynamic hero size, which I don't know if I like yet. It's kind of weird, but we'll get into it. Korg Club, all right. Sub with Prime. There you go. Go to USS Guam. All right. Twitch.tv USS Guam. Go sub with your Prime. Your Amazon Prime. Use those Bezos bucks over there. Get your free ad viewing. All right. There you go. That's my sponsorship for today there, Guam. Congrats. All right. And we have a smoke on 10. They are going to completely dodge each other, it looks like. And they're going to be fine here. Smoke on the high ground. Jesus Christ, that taunt scared the shit out of me. It is so loud. A wyvern's breath. Drop a ward over here, which is actually not bad. I wonder if they wanted to place it a little bit further for the courier vision, but I guess not. Dragonite is going to walk over. Going to go through the portal, most likely to get top at a decent time. I'm just going to ping it out. Fatalness. See you later. Going through the portal. And it looks like it's just going to go 2-2 here. I assume the Shadow Demon is going to pick up Disruption level 1. Might go Poison. That's what I've been going, is the Disruption, but I really don't play this hero, so I have no idea what to do. Alright. Nice. So it is a 2-2. Nothing too exciting going on. And nobody's really going to be taking the lead. We're going to go bottom right here. We have a nice little ward. This is Bounty Hunter ward right here, all right? You're going to see these couriers. We're going to watch that Shadow Demon snipe those couriers. And you know, if you've watched my streams, you know exactly what I'm going to do whenever that shit happens. All right, we're going to do it right now. We do it every game. We're going to introduce everybody that's playing so you know who's playing and who to cheer for. As a caster, we only cheer for game number 3s in the playoffs and courier kills that happen on camera. So if you want me to scream your name in the bedroom in my underwear tonight, you get those courier kills on camera. I would love to do it. Even my wife is okay with it, all right? In this bottom lane, we got a carry Medusa played by Cosmic for the side of Pretenders. Going to be a position 5 Winter Wyvern played by USS Guam. In the mid lane, we've got Beast on that Pudge. And in the top lane, we've got Mystery on the Night Stalker. And last but not least, is going to be Yonko on that Tiny. Getting chased down by the Bright Side Omni Knight, position 5 for the side of... Who the fuck are these guys? I don't remember. Oh, Team Pooz. A position 1 Fatalness on the Dragon Knight. In the mid lane, we've got Ned on the Invoker. What a good name. And in the off lane, we've got K on that Shadow Demon. And last but not least is going to be the Underlord played by Philsky, I guess. They're going to get chased down here. Has the Snake coming out as well. The slows from the Winter Wyvern doing a decent amount of damage as well. They are going to get a little pull from the Wyvern here. Looks like it might be just one range creep. Not doing a great pull, but that's okay. You got to start somewhere, you know what I mean? Shadow Demon over here is going to be fighting. He does go for the disruption and the poison. Sees the courier. Is he going to get it? No, he fights instead. They're going to throw the blood grenade. They're going to go after. He has another poison. Now it looks like the Wyvern is going to be first blood to the Shadow Demon. They're going to get a net onto the Shadow Demon. The right clicks from the noose. They're going to get the second blood. They're going to turn back around onto the Underlord. Is going to get that slow from the envenomed... Oh, the Venomous Volley. Nice job. So, do lose first blood, but they're going to pick up second. And I know what you guys are screaming about. We want to see those last hits, okay? And, hey, I know how it is, all right? In this top lane, they're going to be going on the Omni Knight. Going to be walking away. Dragon Knight's going to get a stun onto the Tiny. Tiny's going to be walking away. Night Stalker's going to walk away as well. They get a kill in the bottom lane as we're yelling about it up here. But right now, that DK right here, that Fatalness Dragon Knight with this nice skin is going to be having the most last hits at 17 right now. It's only 3 minutes in, so you never know what's going to happen. In the bottom lane, they're going to be looking for the Shadow Demon. He has no health, and the shot with that new change to Splinter Bass, being able to shoot it off of your teammates, is able to get that kill. Okay, in the mid lane, we are going to see the Pudge having the second most to most last hits. Is going to get a nice last hit on a Observer Ward. Has 4 denies in this mid lane. Now, Invoker does have the innate, that Mastermind innate. Gets 25% from denies, so he's feeling a little rough right now, but that's okay. He's going to try to get him. He's going to hit the Tornado, get the last hit. Nice job. Tries to hit the Pudge, but that doesn't always happen. You know what I mean? It is like a skill shot. You got to be comfortable with it. You know, let it loose, right? Every once in a while. That's all right. In the top lane, we're going to see the Dragon Knight getting run out a little bit, but he's very tanky. Even at just level 3, he's got 16 regen with the Tango and 7 armor. You know what I mean? That armor, if you played some D&D, it's like chainmail. You got to be careful about it. We are going to have a fight for a big camp over here. Omni Knight almost gets it off, but is not able to get it off in time. Going to get another kill bottom onto the Wyvern. It looked like that Thanos snap was able to get it. They're going to have a poison run out onto the Medusa. And going to dodge right here. Is not going to be able to dodge that one. And we're going to be fine. Does have a stack of enchanted mangoes to be able to help out. Doing a little bit of damage. Okay, Shadow Demon's just going to keep throwing them. He's going to throw another. Has 4 stacks on him right now. If he gets a 5th one, it's going to multiply. But he doesn't have the mana right now. He's going to walk up. It's going to run out before the Gorgon's Grasp is going to go out. It's not going to hit. They have the Wyvern slow. It looks like there's a gank in the mid lane that we might miss out on right here. We're going to look for it. Toss back. Nice job. Pudge is going to be here. He's going to get the Rot. They do have the hook if they want to use it. The Blood Grenades comes out. We have the TP in from the Omni Knight, but he's not going to be in time. They have the TP from the Shadow Demon, and it's going to be too late. Rock'em sock'em. And they have the Underlord getting ran out a little bit. They have the Snake come out too, but it's not going to be high enough level to be able to bounce over everything, so they're just going to be all right. Not going to be hit by it this time. Hey, you know what I mean? And they're just going to harass a little bit with that Splinter Blast. And wants to be able to push out this lane and get a nice little pull off. Is he going to get the clap? He does. Sound of my heart. Beat goes on and on and on, yeah. If you know that song, let me know. I'd love to hear it. Invoker has Tango still, which is feeling pretty good, right? He did die, but that's all right. You know what I mean? He's got those Tangos, so he's feeling good. He's not getting harassed too much in this lane. All right, we're going to look in the top lane right now. We have that Dragonite, 38 last hits, doing fantastic, you know what I mean? Best in the game right now, and honestly, I'm not surprised, right? He's just a tanky dude that stands up there, he gets hit, he hits back, and he's just going to spit fire on you. You know what I mean? But it is only 6 minutes in. You never know what's going to happen in the next 10, right? He might change it up. He might just die consecutively. Got to be a little careful about it, right? But, you know, that's all right. Honestly, I think the Tiny can just rotate more and be all right, you know? They have 3 in the mid lane. Pudge did rotate back. They're going to pick up the DD on the Invoker here. They could rotate... Invoker going a Wex build. I assume he's going to go Quas Wex. He does. All right, he picks up the second level in Quas. Just has the Exhort level. Most likely to get last hits, but also, you know, get the extra spells from it too. So it's really nice. Underlord is going to be here just farming out the big camp and these creeps with that fire burn. Winter Wyvern's going to throw down a ward. We have another gank in the mid lane. Avalanche toss-up is going to be going on the Invoker. Invoker is going to throw the Tornado. They have the Eat from the Pudge. They have the Hook as well. The Shadow Demon's going to hit the ball. You got to be careful about this. The toss from the Tiny is not going to be able to get there. They have the Invis. He throws the Hook. It's going to hit the Creep instead. He didn't throw it far enough, and Invoker's going to hang around. You got to be careful. They are going to drop the Sentry Ward. Drops the Sentry Ward. Cold Snap is going to go on the Tiny. Tiny's going to get burnt again. They have the Pure Hammer out, and... the kill from the Shadow Demon is going to take down that Tiny. Not going to be able to get the kill this time, and a nice little rotate from his teammates, the Invoker being appreciative of that. Okay, we have a little drawing on the map. Underlord is going to go through the portal and takes the Wisdom Rune, is going to rotate back. Nice tip. They do miss the Gorgon's Grasp onto the Shadow Demon. Shadow Demon's going to run back here, gets the Gorgon's Grasp. Now they're going to banish. Omni Knight's going to be here. He's going to heal off. He has that Hammer to Purity. He's going to run it down. Avalanche is going to come out. They're going to kill the Wyvern. They're going to be looking to get something else. The Medusa's just standing here tanking a little bit from the creep wave. Omni Knight is just going to keep running at you. He doesn't have the Repel Knight now, but they're going to throw the fire down onto the Tiny. Tiny's going to toss the stick. He wants to get a little lighter, and he's going to walk away. They're going to throw the Medusa Snake to do a little bit of damage and try to push out this lane into a little bit more favorable position. And it's not going to happen. They're going to fight this Underlord. Avalanche. Gorgon's Grass. Toss up. He's going to take a lot of damage. They have a snake. It's not going to... oh, the Dispel. Okay, or the Dispersion. He's going to keep him alive with the heal as well. The Wyvern's going to be here. He's going to run down the Shadow Demon. Shadow Demon's taking a lot of damage. He doesn't have anything for himself. The right click. This is going to get the kill. The Wyvern is going to keep hitting. They get the Splinter Blast onto the Omni Knight. Omni Knight's going to get hooked, and he's going to get the kill from the Pudge. Well played. Good rotate from the Pudge there. They do take the top tower, though. The Dragonite popping the ult, you can tell, is going to be able to hit that tower. He does have that Fire Dragon, which is going to give him the cleave and the splash damage while on the Dragon. So he's going to farm up. He does go the Armlet build. He wants to be able to farm quick and fast, you know? Fast and mean. Okay. So, nice. Invoker, he's doing pretty well. He's going to go Witchblade first, which is not bad. I don't think it's bad. I think it's just a little bit different. More of a right-click Invoker instead of a Spellcaster Invoker. I think it's actually kind of helpful. So, who knows? Honestly, I don't play a lot of Invoker. They have the burn onto the Underlord, and Underlord's just going to walk away. He does have that double bracer, so he's very tanky. Okay. Winter Wyvern is going to go for the Arcane Boost into the Force Staff. They want to... hit the ward. Nice job. Medusa is going to go for the Manta style first after the Arcane Boost. I'm not really surprised. Probably Butterfly next, but we'll see what she needs. Pudge is going to go for the Phase Boost, and then most likely the Eternal Shroud with the Cloak. Wants to be able to just fight around, get some kills, and be good. Tiny going for the Blink Dagger. Has the Arcane Boots. Wants to get a little bit faster with the Windlace. We have a disconnect. All right. Well, if you know what, we're going to be looking at mini profiles. You know what I mean? We'll look at mini profiles right here. All right. It's default. This is low effort right here. It's default. You got to do something with it. This is low effort too. This is low effort. I have no idea what these red bars are, but all right. I feel like this is low effort, but also I can appreciate the level 30 on 3 heroes, you know what I mean? Okay. I love this part. Okay, this is low effort, practically default. Okay, this is low effort as well. And this is practically default. So some pretty terrible ones. That's all right though. Bright side. Oh, I didn't see this one. Yeah, this is pretty low effort too. So I think Cut is gonna win it just because of the three level 3 heroes, and is not playing one of those actually. So okay. Skim. I'm not sure who Skim is, but all right. Your guy, my guy. Yes. I feel like I'm missing out on something. Some little tips out. All right. Well, you know what they say. You know, get some peanut M&Ms in your pocket. Get a little source of protein, a little hit of energy here. You know, in a slow game like this. Slow game because we're paused, and that's okay. You know, lads is an understanding community. You know, if you need to hit the door, go do it. If you need to hit the toilet, go do it. You know, sometimes I've even heard that people can go take a shower in the middle of the game. You can take a shower in the middle of the game, and they'll keep it paused for you. You know, that's just the kind of style lads has. You know, they don't have fair games. Nice. All right. Well, I'm gonna keep going here. Oh, you know what you should do in your free time between games. All right, between game 1 and game 2, just like this, come stretch. You know, stretch with me. You know, stand up, put that leg on a desk. Ooh, you know, or if you can't do it on a desk, put it on your chair, right? And and touch your toes, right? Or at least reach for your toes, right? You know, reach for those toes. Get a little stretch of that hamstring, right? Squeeze your butt cheeks, right? And they're good to go. Squeeze those butt cheeks. Reach for that toe. Straight that leg out. You know what I mean? Get a little stretch. Don't hurt yourself. Don't overdo it. But you want to make sure you're feeling it. You know, feel it in that one leg. Do about 10 seconds, and we're gonna switch to the other. All right, you ready? Oh yeah, that's feeling good right there. That's feeling good. Oh yeah. Let me know if you're feeling it too, chat. All right. Don't be scared. Nice. All right. All right. Nice. That feels good. That feels good. All right. We've stretched out that leg. We've stretched out that leg. All right. We're good. Okay. Now you're gonna stand up. All right. Everybody stand up. You're gonna put your hands on your hips. We're gonna stand about shoulder width apart, and we're just gonna lean with our hip to one side. Oh yeah, feeling good. Feeling good. And then we're gonna go to the other side. Oh yeah. Gotta get that hip mobility in. You know what I mean? Little hip mobility in, right? Oh, let's go to the other side. Let's go to the other side. Oh, yeah. All right. Game is starting. Let's get back into it. Don't be afraid to go to both sides. Don't be afraid to go both sides. Okay. So Night Stalker is going to go for the Soul Ring and is going to pick up a Blink Dagger next. Okay. Oops, sorry. Shadow Demon is going to pick up a Force Staff first. I see a lot of Blink Aether Lens, so I'm a little surprised by this, but we'll see what happens. Does need to be able to get away from the Night Stalker, which kind of makes sense. Is going to TP in mid. They have an Underlord ult. They have the Pudge ult going on to the Omni Knight. They're going to throw the hook. It's going to miss. The Omni Knight ult is going to keep the Underlord safe. They're going to throw the EMP. Makes everybody run away. They have another hook in 10 seconds. Medusa is going to come through the portal as well. They have a hook in 7. They throw the poison. Not going to hit anything. They're going to be fishing. They throw a creep out. The Pit of Malice lands too. Hook is going to land. The Dispersion's going to save. The Night Stalker's going to pop that ult. He's going to be running at the Underlord. Wyvern's going to be following up. They have the DK TPing in. Night Stalker's going to be behind the tower. The DK is going to run at the Wyvern. Wyvern's going to go down. So they have not killed anything. Night Stalker's underneath the tower with the Pudge. Pudge is going to be running away. The Night Stalker here is running too. Going to give a little bit of vision. Pudge is going to run away. The Night Stalker's going to run the other. He's going to pick up the 2 bounty runes, picking up 100 gold for his team. 108 actually. So nice little bit of money. They see the Pudge right here. He's going to be TPing though. Nobody's going to be able to catch. Nice. So the only thing going down there is going to be the Wyvern. A little bit of rotate there. We do see the DK. I say it all the time. Your cores need to have 50 last hits or more by 10-minute mark. It's a little bit past the 10-minute mark. Everybody's looking good. And that net worth right here, you want to have over 3,500. And they're doing pretty well, right? So everybody's over. They're over 4K. They're feeling great. You know, it's a good way to start the game. Those carries are at the top, that Medusa and the Dragon Knight. I'm not surprised. They both had pretty good lanes and pretty good games so far. Neither one, I believe, has died, and they're okay with that. So, Shadow Demon is going for the Force Staff. Omni Knight is going to go for the Mana Boots. Dragon Knight is going to go for the Armlet still. Does not have a TP, but I believe he will be buying one soon. Hook is going to go in. They have an ult from the Pudge. He's going to be tossed up, and Tiny Airlines is going to take that. They're going to deny the haste rune to stop that from being picked up by anybody. Underlord is going to go for a mech first. I'm not real surprised. Has a nice little deny here by the Medusa. And last but not least is the Invoker going the Witchblade. Has the Orchid first, which can make you think that they're going to go Orchid or they could go Witchblade. You got to kind of guess which one. Good thing Medusa is going the Manta already, just in case they do want to swap it up. You know what I mean? However you're feeling. But I think, honestly, if you picked up an Orchid, it would only be really good for the Wyvern or the Pudge. And you already have the Tornado Cold Snap for it, so you're not too worried about it. A lot of pinging in the mid lane. Omni Knight is going to be running after the Tiny. Tiny's going to be happy with it to be able to just walk away. They drop a Sentry Ward up here. Okay. And they're happy with this. Nice job. Poison comes out. They're good to go. In the top lane, Dragon Knight is going to have his Armlet. He's just going to be hanging out. I don't know why they can't pressure him more. I mean, he's very tanky, so I think he's hard to kill. They're going to get a hook onto the Omni Knight. They have the ult. They're going to be walking it down. He has the repel. He gets the heal. He's going to take a lot of damage. Night Stalker's going to TP in. He has the ult. The EMP is going to land onto the Night Stalker with the Cold Snap. They're going to TP in onto the Pudge with the Dragon Knight. Wyvern ult is going to save with the Underlord ult coming in as well. Behind the Pudge is going to be going down. They're going to Shadow Demon on the Tiny. He's going to go down with the meatball. Oh, the hook is going to save him. No, he dies to the right clicks of the Invoker. They have the Wyvern saving herself on the high ground, and they're only going to take a 1-for-1 trade. And honestly, they're okay with that. Medusa is going to go steal the Wisdom Rune. She wants to go steal this Ancient Stack as well. Going to get the Banish off. They take the Wizzy Rune, and they're going to find the Medusa. Medusa's going to get EMP'd right here. She has no ult. She's going to get the chain on too. She does have the Manta, but is going to save it for another time. She's going to go down with a killing spree, being lost to the Underlord. And some good little tips are going to be called out as well. I wonder if she walked up this way and there was somebody watching the Medusa walk there. So most likely that's what happened. And they're going to push this bottom lane. The Wyvern in the mid lane is very low. She goes the attack range rather than the mana heal. even on support Wyvern, which is interesting.
Radiant's bottom tower under fire.
Is going to go Force Staff 2, probably get out of
Towers are fortified. Don't engage with
range from the Dragon Knight, could get out of the Meatball, or get away from the Tornado. The Underlord Pit is pretty good as well, so
Dire's top tower is being attacked.
we're gonna have some stacks up here by the Medusa. You love a carry that can stack for themselves. You know what I mean? They know what time it is, and they're able to get the stack. You're not just gonna be upset about it that there are no stacks because they've made their own. Very nice. I love this. Very good play right here by Cosmic. You know what I mean? They have a scan out in the top lane, going to show off the Underlord came through the portal. Shadow Demon is going to throw the ult onto the Wyvern. Wyvern is going to get banished. He has the stolen from the Watcher. Oh, Wyvern ult is going to go out. They are going to get a kill. They did hook the Night Stalker. That's okay, though. Pudge is going to walk up, gets Cold Snap. He's going to rot. He's going to try to grab the Invoker. Is not going to get the third Cold Snap because of it. They have the Repel onto the Invoker and then turn around onto the Omni Knight. Pit of Malice is going to come down. They have the heal onto the Pudge. Firestorm is going to come out. They have another Rude. Big ult from the Omni Knight. Night Stalker is going to ult as well. The DK is going to be here with the ult. He's going to be walking after. He has the armlet. He's going to be chasing. Tornado is going to land onto the Tiny. I'm sorry for your loss. Firestorm comes out. They're going to get a kill onto the Tiny. They're going to be chasing after anything else. Not going to be able to get it. And then they have the TP mid from the Shadow Demon onto the Night Stalker, who is going to take the tower and run away. So they do want to stay mid. They want to take this tower that is already half dead. A little over half dead, you know, but we're not talking semantics here, you know what I mean? Underlord's going to be here, and he's going to get a lot of damage from these creeps. He already has a lot of damage, you know, he has over 100, 140 to be exact. He's going to go back down a little bit. Now, we got a little dancing from the Omni Knight, raising that hand to Jeebus. And nice job. They're going to catch a Tornado onto the Wyvern, Cold Snap. I feel like Wyvern was playing a little crazy here with no health. Is going to get a poison off. Sunstrike. It doesn't land. They have the Avalanche. You got to be careful. Heal from the Wyvern. They have the poison coming out as well. Is going to throw the ult. The hook is not going to land. I'm sorry for your loss. Yeah, that's unfortunate. Jumping from the Night Stalker onto the Shadow Demon. Shadow Demon's going to be careful. He is silenced right now. They're going to get a heal from the Omni Knight. He has a disruption if he wants to use it. Pudge is not going to throw a hook. Maybe didn't want to, just in case of the disruption after or before the ult. It would have been hard to chase down. I'm not really sure. Okay, Medusa goes for the butterfly, like I said. Pudge is going to go for the Eternal Shroud. I'm not surprised. I assume he's going to go for something else tanky. I think... I feel like a Crimson would not be bad this game. I feel like a Crimson, a Pipe, Ags, like all these items he really needs, but they're all about 4,000 gold, and you can only get one, right? Until you get the next one, you know what I mean? It's a bit of a drain on the old wallet. Tiny is going to go for the Blink and has the Force Staff queued up. Still has the Windlace queued up, but does not have one yet. DK is going to be very tanky under this tier 1 tower. They have the hook, is going to land. Nice job. Underlord ult is going to come in. They're going to get a Night Silence. Dragon Knight's going to pop the ult. They have the Avalanche. Repel is going to be there. They're going to catch onto the Pudge. He's going to TP. Is not going to get it. You TP'd in the pit, which is a little unfortunate. Wyvern is going to go onto the Omni Knight. Omni Knight is going to get burned down. Is going to die. They have the EMP lanes on the Wyvern. Wyvern's going to get right-clicked down by the Invoker with that Cold Snap. And that's it. So, you know there's 4 up here. 1's dead. Probably push bottom a little bit. There's no Underlord ult. You know that's been already been used. They throw the Meteor Hammer, or the Meteor, the Meatball, and they're going to take this top tower. They say, hey, we want to take this tier 2. They throw a ward up. They're going to Avalanche. They have a toss. No. Oh, the Force Staff, and is not going to get. They have a stun onto the Night Stalker. Shadow Demon ult as well. They have the Disruption. Is not going to need it. Oh, uses the Disruption right here. He could cancel his ward. He's not going to. He's going to use his illusions to just scout the Tiny. Tornado is going to land. They're going to walk in. They have the Alacrity. Hook is going to hit a creep instead, and Pudge is not going to be able to do anything. On the other side, up top right here, the Underlord is going to be the tower. Going to take a lot of damage. The Wyvern is going to protect this tower for a decent amount of time. And they are going to see the Medusa underneath the vision by the tier 1 bottom. She's going to pop that Manta style and push with it. They still want to go on this. Omni Knight's just running straight at her. You know what I mean? He's like, hey, I can take her, boys. You know what I mean? You ever seen that video of I can break these cuffs? I can break these cuffs. Is what's happening right here. So, Omni Knight, he sees vision of her. Oh, are they going to try to Underlord ult? All right, they're all grouping up. Yep, this is it. They're probably going to pop on the street. Nice job. Oh, what a catch. Nice job. Wow, not able to get it off. And a good choice there by the Medusa to instantly TP. Honestly, I would have panicked, right? I would have been freaking the fuck out. I'd have been screaming at my teammates to come save me. And they're going to go right through the portal to go top. So, it's good. Okay. Wyvern going for the Force Staff is going to have nothing queued up right now. Medusa going for the Butterfly. They get a kill in the top lane on the Night Stalker. Pudge going for the Crimson Guard. Not surprised. Tiny goes for the Blink Dagger, has the Force Staff. BKB is going to come out for the Night Stalker after the Blink in the Phylactery. Shadow Demon goes for the Force Staff, has the Glimmer Cape and the Blink queued up. Which I really like both of these items. Just going to help keep you alive. We're going to have a 5-stack on the Roche. He's going to do a decent amount of damage. He's going to hit it. Nice job. Dragon Knight going for the Orchid. Like, you know, I did say he wants to go for an Orchid here rather than the Armlet. But goes for the Armlet as well and the SNY. Going to get a later Orchid, which is going to turn him into like a, rather than farming completely, into a fighting hero. I think the BKB could also be good too, but I think he's a little bit tanky, and I think he's okay with just like tanking hits from the enemy team and spells. Underlord does have that mech and pipe. They're going to catch the Tiny here. He's going to toss up, has no avalanche yet, no TP either. Or I guess he has a TP with a cold snap, and he's dead. Nice job. Good chase down from the side of Team Pooz. Invoker is going to go for a Force Staff after the Witchblade. Is going to go more right-click build Invoker instead of... He is going Exhort over everything. Interesting. He does go Elitist. I mean, it is upgrading the spell amp. Okay. I don't know. I don't see this Invoker build much, so it's refreshing to see something new than like the average Quas-Wex Invoker. We did see a Quas Exhort Invoker the other day that went 1 level on Wex. It was interesting to see. It went safe lane, so if you don't see that, let me know. Alright, nice. So Winter Wyvern here is going to go for a Blink Dagger. And it looks like they're just going to group up, take this bottom tower. They're going to trade most likely for the top tower. They got to be careful about the Underlord ult onto the other side. Tower is about to go down, and it does. The top tower, though, is not taking a lot of damage. They, I think, took the tier 1. They want to go high ground here. Are they going to fight this? I mean, I guess you have to, right? Okay, Dragon Knight is literally just going to walk up. He hits it. They have the Alacrity as well, which is going to increase 46 and damage by 70. Doing a lot right now. Almost 400 damage on this Dragon Knight. And you got to be a little worried. He has 3,500 of health. What are the lines here? I don't know what these lines mean. I assume they want to push mid and top instead of taking the bottom tower. I mean, they almost got it, too. Medusa is going to be seen here pushing out that lane. Wyvern is going to walk away. And they're going to farm out a little bit before they leave. Which is fine. Alright. Medusa. Going to farm up. Going for the Scotty next. Okay. Pudge is going to go for the Ags instead of the Crimson, which is interesting. Had the Crimson queued up. Is going to go for the Ags instead. I do think they need the damage, but I don't know if you're going to live long enough for the damage to be put out. You know what I mean? That's like part of the build on Pudge is being able to make sure you can live long enough for the damage to be out and also doing enough damage for it to matter for you to be there, right? So, and it's not like they have a lot of squishy heroes where they just die off of a hook, you know? Alright. They see the Dragonite. He is here alone, which is a little crazy. I mean, I guess they have the Underlord ult onto him. The Shadow Demon's here as well. But they're just pushing in. They're going to kill this creep, and he's going to run top. All right. Wyvern is going to try to scout some vision out. Sees the Invoker. Throws the ult. It only hits the Omni Knight and is going to walk away. Okay. Avalanche is going to go out the Splinter Blast. DK is going to run at the Wyvern here. Is not going to get a stun or the Orchid on her. Pudge is going to probably fish for a hook here if he can get deep. He's going to go mid. Probably wants to hook the Shadow Demon, but I think he gets immediately Orchided if he does by the Dragonite. Avalanche, not going to come out. The toss does go, but it hits a creep instead. They have the Gorgon's Grasp by the Medusa. Medusa is going to be here fighting. Has the Chrysalis. The Underlord's going to throw the fire down. Medusa's fighting. Avalanche here. They hit the hook. Does not hit the hook. That's alright, though. They're going to be taking the racks. They do have a backdoor protection. They're going to jump in, and Wyvern literally just dies to splash damage. They're going to turn on the Tiny. Tiny is going to have the Orchid. The grass is going to come out, but it does not hit on anything. They're going to kill the Tiny as well. They hit the racks for this. Night Stalker is going to go try to cut the wave here. They have a hook onto the Dragonite, but they're going to walk away with it. And a Force Staff back. They're going to take this racks. They don't stay for the racks. Aegis is going to go down. So, actually not so bad because they don't lose the racks. They're going to go hit the hook on the Underlord. Probably a crazy hook. They're looking for another one in 4 seconds. Yeah, not bad there. Honestly, they only lose the tower and most of a ranged racks, which is not going to heal, but the melee racks will. Night Stalker is going to jump onto the Invoker here. It is going to hit the EMP, the Tornado as well. He's going to walk away, and he's going to die to the rotate from the Underlord. And they're going to go right mid where the creeps are. They're going to see the illusions. DK's going to run at the Tiny. Avalanche is going to be here. He has the Shadow Demon just running underneath the tower. Has a gem on the Shadow Demon, which is probably feeling pretty good. Because you're going to be able to check the high ground with that Shadow Poison. Alright. They're going to go into the mid tower here. They're going to take it. And probably push high ground again. There's no Night Stalker. You have creeps. They're probably going to go top. Yep. DK's going to pop that ult. Is going to go for a Hurricane Pike. Technically, it's the Dragon Lance. Dragon Man gets Dragon Item. They get it. They hit the hook onto the Dragonite. They do a lot of damage. Gorgon scraps as well. They're doing a lot right now. The Wyvern ult is going to land on 3. It's going to catch the Omni Knight. Wyvern is almost going to go down. Night Stalker's going to jump in. Is going to go. They kill the DK on the top side. The Sunstrike is going to hit this. They have a buyback on the Wyvern. Wyvern's going to be here. The Banish is going to be on 1. They have the hook onto the Underlord. Underlord's going to run out. The Night Stalker is kind of hanging back. They have the Tiny jumping in. Then the Avalanche is going to hit a couple people. He's going to buy back as well. Medusa's going to be fighting here. Missed the hook, but they're going to be fine. The Underlord is going to be running up. He's going to be still hit right now. He's going to get slowed a lot. Night Stalker's going to jump in again. He has the silence. Avalanche is going to come in. They have the toss back. The big ult from the Night Stalker. The hook in is the Pudge is going to get the E. They have a Tornado. Sunstrike is going to land. He's going to die, but they kill the Omni Knight instead. Over here, the Wyvern's going to die to the Invoker. Invoker's going to be over here. They're going to see the catch by the Underlord. Underlord is going to go down. Is slowed right now by the Diffusal on the Medusa. Shadow Demon's going to do a little bit. He's going to have some damage. Underlord is going to have another root. Is going to get ran down by everybody. The Tiny is going to be looking for something. The Invoker's still here doing a lot. They're going to have another catch on the Medusa. Medusa has no mana. She's got to be careful. They do have poison out. It's 4 stacks right here. Is going to see it. They have a Tornado. This might be it. Sunstrike is going to land. Boom. There we go. And the big crush by the Shadow Demon. He's going to snap those fingers like Thanos, and it's going to go down. And I think that was a 5-for-3 trade. 4, 5. Yeah, it was a 5-for-3 trade. So, because the Wyvern died twice, Tiny bought back. Yeah, 4, 5. Okay. Honestly, they lost the rack for it. I don't know if it was worth it. They're going to hook onto the Shadow Demon. They're going to hit a Night Stalker jump in as well. It's going to get it. They have the EMP come out, lands on 2. They're doing a lot of damage to this Pudge with the Bloodthorn. They get it, and they're going to go to the melee barracks. Immediately, Underlord is going to come in with his ult. You're going to get those melee bears. They catch the Medusa with the Pit of Malice. Wyvern's going to be flying over here looking for something. The Invoker is going to push down. Is going to be looking for it as well. Not going to get it. The Dust is going to come out. They have the Avalanche toss up. Night Stalker silence. They're going to be slowing, but the Repel is going to come out. He's going to be okay. Invoker's going to go in. Throws the wall down. The Dragon Knight's going to come in, get us the silence on one. He's going to stun the Medusa right here. He's going to be fighting. They have a tornado. It's going to hit on Medusa. Gorgon's Grasp is going to miss. It goes to a little bit to the left. They're going to go through for the tower. They throw the EMP out. Wyvern goes for the heal. Sunstrike, the Pit of Malice. They're going to do a lot and is going to go down. They have that Bloodthorn, which is going to go through the healing. They're going to hit this barracks and it goes down. They're going to hit this barracks and it's going to go down as well. That is not going to be a Dragon Knight ult. They have the Pudge come back up. He's going to hit the slow. Throws the hook. Not going to be able to get it. Is a little too short. Going to be hitting the scales of that dragon's tail. But not going to be able to pull him in. You know what I mean? Night Stalker's going to be ulted by the Shadow Demon. They have a heal up. He's going to get silenced with the Bloodthorn. They're going to be chasing Oliver, but he's very fast. The EMP goes out, but not going to be able to catch. Sunstrike is going to see him. He has a blink away, so he's going to be okay. Nice. Dragon Knight is on the high ground. He's fighting still, but is not going to be able to get anything. Avalanche Toss are going to try to defend this Rax right here. And they want to take the Tormentor. Most likely he's going to go to the Omni Knight. It's either the Omni Knight or the Shadow Demon, right? I think they like it more on the Shadow Demon because of the Purge on his teammates. Honestly, I like both, right? That Demonic Cleanse, yeah, they're going to heal for 450. Basic Dispel. Very, very good. But I like the Omni Knights too, right? The Omni Knight, that double heal, you know, that double purification. Sorry, I'll let you read it, right? So, it's honestly not bad, you know? Honestly, not bad. Alright. So, we'll look at some items here. The Wyvern is going to go for the Blink. The Medusa is going to go for a Disperser. Has the Chrysalis picked up, which is a little interesting. Wants the extra move speed, wants the damage, the slow. They're going to take Roche on the Dire side. I mean, it's gone very quickly right now with the DK, who's attacking very quickly. Pudge is going to go the Ags. Has the Eternal Shroud. What's you thinking about right here? I don't know what you think about as a Pudge. I would assume the Crimson Guard still, but who knows? Tiny goes the Yules. This is pretty average support. Tiny, you don't see it a lot anymore in this last month, so... Night Stalker is going to go Nullifier. Wants to be able to chase down these supports in the fight. Has the BKB finally, so it's going to feel pretty good. He has used it once. Alright. Shadow Demon is going to have the Aether Lens, is going to go for the Blink. Glimmer, huge play right here. I mean, he's just getting so much gold. Omni Knight has the Solar Crest. I think probably buys his Shard next. Has a gem. Is he going to be able to use it on the wards up here? Is he going to even check? He's going to check. He's going to get the wards. Nice. He's going to get a little bit extra gold, which is going to be super helpful. And I think the Shadow Demon bought it, so they're not going to be too bad. Okay. Night Stalker pops the ult to... Oh, they were illusions. That's unfortunate. Dragon Knight does have the Aegis, has this Hurricane Pike. The Alacrity is going to help a bunch. They're going to catch the Wyvern, jumps up, has the Silence and the Stun, and just 4-shots him. There you go. They're going to take this tower, and I don't know how you fight this. I'm going to be honest. The Dragon Knight is huge. He's going for Daedalus next. I'm not really surprised. They're going to go in, get the Pale Mouse. They have a lot of damage coming out on the Pudge. She's dead. They're going to try the push in on the Dragon Knight. He's going to go after the Tiny. Banish onto the Medusa. Medusa is going to cure. The Night Stalker is going to jump in. Has the Silence and the BKB on 2. They're going to walk away. They're going to fight the Medusa. Medusa is not going to be able to get the ult off. And she's just going to die. The Dragon Knight just does too much damage. And GG is going to be called by Pretenders here. I mean... Team Pooz played a great game. I'm not surprised they won game 1. And I did say, hey, 33 minutes. What did I say in the draft? 35 minutes is going to be that time. And they hit it right there. So congrats, Team Pooz. They played very well. I'm not surprised. But you know what? Let's get into game number 2 right after this.